Wow, we're live. We're live. Yes. Good, 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 good. Hello, hello. You may be watching me on Streaming the Magic. I am one of the partners, Streaming the Magic partners, and I am going to be showing you today my house. You know, if you've been watching my live streams, I've been here in the house a lot of different times during the construction, was even here before there was any house here. There was just dirt. It's certainly not dirt anymore. I picked, because it was built for me, I was able to pick all the colors. And I'm having trouble reading everything. I'm going to be streaming a lot more in the next couple, but doing, you know, just not as oh boy, there's always a lawnmower. You know, because of the stay-at-home warnings, but we're considered essential, so I can go out and do a little work. And if you see right there, you'll be seeing this more often with its light on. That is my Mickey lamp. If you're interested in getting one, just ask me and I will tell you where I got it from. Of course, it has to be shipped, and you can find them on Etsy. You're going to hear a lot about Etsy today. So I'm going to turn the camera around. Hello. And I'm going to do my best to do this without a camera operator. I really wanted to do this with a camera operator, and I really wanted to do this with seeing the fireworks at the end. But that'll come. That will come. I haven't been able to read any of your comments. When I get inside, I'll be able to read them, and maybe I'll put on my glasses at the same time. So just wanted to show you a couple things here. This is what I really liked about this house. Here we go. All the houses have pavers. I think that is fantastic, as opposed to cement. I point it out every time I see it. I really love this large patio that I got. Eventually, I'm going to put 2 chairs here. This house, if you didn't see the outside, does not come with shutters. But if you look across the street with the exact same color, that elevation is what they call it. The front of the house is called the elevation. That elevation is the same coloring as mine. So I am going to order on my own shutters for the front of the house. And it was actually pretty fair price. It was $200 a shutter, right? Well, it was it was $100. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's $100 a shutter. Painted and installed. I thought that was very fair. So this is my Mickey lamp, which always goes in front of my house, always. And here you have my front door, which I do not like this. And it's a big story about why this came out the way it did. And it was a mistake that the builders made. And I could have either forced them to make it right or get the improved door. So as you enter, I don't know if you've seen some of my broadcasts from here, but as you enter, you see, this is the gallery. My mother's room is right there, and she was supposed to be here for the first 2 weeks that I had the house. And I need my glasses. So this is the gallery. Hello, wow, hello, Timothy Rainwater. Hello. Thank you all for saying hello. I appreciate that. So let me show you some of I'm going to show you the stuff I have, because one thing I love about this house now is that I have enough room to really put everything out that I own. And I kind of realized that I spend too much money. Yeah. Anyway, so I really do. And it's good to know. It's good to know so that I know I got too much. I have too much. But I was never able to put it out. You know, so there is this little hat rack. For this one, this I got at Property Control, by the way. Here's my partner's statue. And this my friend got me. I love this. This is Bert from Mary Poppins. You're going to hear a lot about him. I got so much Bert stuff. Got Bert all over the place. Bert, Bert, Bert. Everywhere you look, there's Bert. Love it. My favorite character from any Disney movie is Bert. So, this is the gallery. And if you've seen my broadcasts, I was here when this was just outline in the sand. And the gallery was sort of like when I first saw it, I was like, what am I going to do with this? You know, it's just this area. But then I realized it's called the gallery because that's where you put all your pictures and things like that. So I ordered at a very reasonable price. I mean, these were like $7.50 each. These matching credenzas. So I ordered those before I moved in. As soon as I was able to measure it, I was measuring this area, gave him the order. I'm kind of happy with it, but for $800, $750, I kind of think it's a good deal. But I really love the top. It's stained wood. It sort of, goes with the floor, but not exact match. Because if it's an exact match, I think it actually doesn't look good together. Because it can't be an exact match. So this is just different enough to make it, but it really, I just really love the way it looks and everything. So I'm not seeing many comments. I'm hoping everybody's still watching. Someone say hello, so I know this has not been knocked offline. Really nice. Great, Elise. Now, Alyssa and Neil are one of my customers. Alyssa and Neil were here when this floor was covered in paper. The cabinets had just came in that day. You remember that? Oh my gosh, that was something. So I just figured I would take like a couple of minutes to love the floors. Oh, thank you. You know what? This is what is so weird. What's your cat's name? Okay, this is not that's Manny. He's a good boy. He's a very good boy. No, he's not. He's a good boy who does bad things. Anyway, thank you for saying it's a beautiful home. Let me show you some of the stuff I got. Now, Hey, okay. So let me show you some of the stuff I got. Now, if you look up here, this is now out of everything I own, every crazy little thing I own. This is my favorite. This is a picture of me and Dick Van Dyke. Absolutely love this picture, and it's not been photoshopped or anything. So I made it in like 4 years. It's been 4 years. I can't believe it. Anyway, but 4 years ago, and then if you Google Dick Van Dyke Flash Mob Birthday. Dick Van Dyke Flash Mob Birthday. You'll see people dancing for his birthday, and you'll see me in my Burt suit. Or should I say my birthday suit? Anyway, so this is another one of my favorites. I love that! I just love it. It's the best picture of me. So what I decided to call this area here is not the gallery. This is the galler me. Anyway, what I really want to do eventually is start going to people's houses, and when they have collecting things that they collect for Disney, so you know, going there and showing their stuff and seeing where they bought it and blah blah blah. Like this. I love this. I love having an annual pass because you get 20% off. This is just awesome. And you know what? Because I didn't have enough room to show it in my older house, you know, there it is. 20% off. I love my 20%. And of course, this is the authentic original Genie bottle used on the show I Dream of Jeannie. Do you believe that? Good, because I got a bridge to sell you. Okay, no, it's just, I got that online. Guy's terrific. He's the authorized to do it. This I got at the outlets. Love this. Bookends. So, not too much more that I'll show you. So, okay. Here we go. And honestly, I cannot wait till the parks open up again because I just love PhotoPass. That maybe wasn't a PhotoPass because they don't PhotoPass with Mary Poppins. Here. This one I love. So I just actually this week doing this live stream, you know, really got me to put the impetus to finish this. I just finished this week. You know, so I bought these shelves online. I didn't go into a store. They're photo frame shelves. And just go through a couple little things here with you. Yeah. Oh, this, I didn't want to show you this, but since it's there and you're seeing it, this is kind of sad. Oh, you saw the Haunted Mansion clock. I got this at Property Control. Oh no, Property Control. So one of my friends who's works there. Love Property Control. Anyway, so this makes me sad. Because one of the reasons I bought this house and this location, which you're going to see in a second, is because it has a really nice view of the Disney World fireworks. Beautiful view of the fireworks. So I thought, I'll ask my customers over and we'll watch the fireworks. And so I bought commemorative mugs. And the day I was going to have my first party was the day they shut off the fireworks for the first time in 49 years. And my sister even said to me, she said, well, what happens if they stop the fireworks? And I'm like, stop the fireworks? What, are you crazy? Okay, let me show you my mom's room real quick. She's gonna hopefully be staying with me a bit. She's supposed to be here now, but she can't travel. So now the rest of the house is all painted, you know, the cream color. But I had this room painted this color. I just felt that it would go nice. It goes with the comforter that I had for her. There you go. And there's the kitty. That's Belle. She is not named after Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So, but I'm going to call this room, I call it the Cape May room. Actually, when I first saw this room and I, you know, marked off, I went, oh God, this is too small. It is really too small. But what was interesting, it was interesting that once everything got in there, it was fine. It was a nice size room for a queen size bed. And there's your kitty. There's my two kitties. Now they're close together, so they're probably going to start fighting in 2 seconds. So I better get out of here. Yes, that is a different cat. I have 2 different cats. Let's see. And this I always call this area, because this is Grandma's spot. I call this the neutral zone. This is where they really don't fight too much, but otherwise they fight. Okay, got a little scare there that the speed went down. Okay, so this is the living room. And of course, this is a nice open floor plan. I really love I like it. I appreciate it, the way it flows together. You know, you can't, one of the things is you can't always get exactly what you want. I really couldn't, you know, I was a little, you know, there's other floor plans that I like, but the problem was they're all from different builders. I wanted this lot. Are they plantation shutters? Yes, these shutters, thank you for pointing that out. I'll try to yell real loud. These shutters did not come with the home, but like a month before I was ready, the sale was ready to go through, I ordered these. Now, here's the deal. Don't order anything if there's any single shot that you may not close, because you will be a nervous wreck if someone from your lender starts calling you and asking you a lot of questions, and you've already put down 50% of the shutters. Each one of these cost me, as I remember, $360 each window, which I think is very fair. I think it's very fair for me, because it does have to be made. But I love the way they did this, because these can be open and these bottom ones can be closed. I love that. Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, anyway, so I usually keep these open. I wonder why that's okay. But anyway, so, but usually keep those open, and then, so just one thing to remember. So, you know, you can order things before, but just be careful, because if there's, you know, once you know, they're not gonna care that you didn't get the house. So, oh, thanks, Alyssa and Neil. So let me show you around here, and then we'll go upstairs. You know, here's the thing. I have sold a lot of new construction. Oh, thank you, Gabrielle. Yeah, those are nice. I love them. I've sold a lot of new construction, but I've never been in the design center. So for the first time being on the other side of the counter, literally, in the design center was really, it was an experience. Good experience. It was a little nerve-wracking. I'm glad I had my sister there. I actually wish my sister had been able to come when I ordered the house, because there's a lot of things I probably wouldn't have got in the house if my sister was there, if I had somebody to really help me make the decisions. Now, I had a customer recently who was single as well. She brought a friend of hers with her. Brilliant idea. Honestly, brilliant. Just bring someone with you so you can talk it out, you know. And I think she got the perfect house for her. Great community. And anyway, I just think it was so wise to just bring someone with you. So when you're single, do that, because honestly, every decision can cost you thousands of dollars. Thousands. And when does that happen, that it costs $1,000 when you make a decision? Only when you're buying a house. So I want to tell you a couple quick things. I hope you all can hear me. When I first thought of getting this house, my thought was, I'm going to get off-white with a little trim color and dark countertops. So exactly the opposite of what I got. And it was funny because the design center lady was really partial to this, but she didn't say it. She didn't say, oh, you should get this, because that would be pushing someone. So she put it in front of me and said, what do you think of this? And I immediately said, no, I don't want that. I don't want wood. I want it painted, blah, blah, blah. And she goes, oh, okay. And she left it in front of me. And within 3 seconds, I went, wait a minute. Let me look at that. And I said, do you think this is classic? And she said, yeah, I do. It really does have a classic look to it, but it's still unique. And I always say go for something classic, because classic 10 years from now will still be classic, and you may be selling your house. So I thought that was, and I went, oh boy, okay. And then I went, yeah, this. And then everything else paled in comparison. It was so weird. Because if she had said beige, here we go, beige, I would have gone, okay. But I think that's why it's important to give yourself the time in the design center. We were there for 8 hours, 2 days. 2 different days, 8 hours each day. I'm telling you, it was lengthy. But now other builders like D.R. Horton have this really great program where they say, oh, you want granite? Okay, well then you have to get the 42-inch cabinets and everything, and this, and this. And that's all they offer. You know what? That just makes it so simplified. And the houses still look terrific. I mean, they look great. And everything here costs incremental, as I said, thousands of bucks. I mean, thousands. Now, I went with a gourmet kitchen. Okay. Why did I go with a gourmet kitchen if I'm not going to be cooking a lot? I don't cook a lot. Oh, let me see who's saying it. Ensel. No, they're... Michelle Ensel is asking if they're still building. No, they're not. They're completed. But there are resales now. And there are communities right around here where they are still building. I got one of the last 8 homes to sell, and I love being the last rather than the first. Now, the first, you may be able to really push them to give you good deals and stuff like that, but also you're going to be like my neighbors. The guy across the street was here a year before me, and he said it was nightmare building every single day. So better to be, at the end than the beginning, But many builders, like the one I mentioned just earlier, they build in phases. So they're not building right next to you. They're building 2 streets away. And then you don't want to hear that noise all the time. So let me see if I missed any. Classic all day over modern, absolutely. Yeah, so it is a gourmet kitchen, and what qualifies it as a gourmet kitchen, just bizarre to me, is that it has the raised stove over here. So, stove, yes. No, oven. Okay, so now let me show you. This is really cool. This is, I love this house. I think it's just beautiful. I just, of course, I didn't think I would be stopping work immediately after buying it. And that there wouldn't be 2 weeks after buying it, sorry, you can't go out and show property. Actually, we are considered essential, but all of my appointments for April, May, and June canceled already. Oh joy. But you know what? Be safe. Be safe. Now, here, I'm going to do my Lumiere impression. Oh! I just love it. It's so great. Now you're getting a lot of glare in the windows, but I can, now you can also hook these up to Alexa. I shouldn't say her name. Alexa gets, so snooty when I say her name. How you doing, Alexa? Alexa, do you like me?
I think you're magnificent.
She says that to me all the time. I think Alexa has a thing for me. But look at this view here. Now, I just love this view. Just love it. Of course, I would like a lake view. See, that's what's wrong about me. Anything that I have, I always want something better. You got to be really happy with what you have. And I love this. I just love looking out here at the water. Now, as you could see out there, I put a fence in. That was a lot more expensive than I thought. I thought it would be like $2,500, but it ended up being $4,300. So it's a beautiful fence. I love the way they did it. I love that they made a mistake. I didn't even tell them, but that they made a mistake. It was supposed to be just one rung at the top and one at the bottom. But they put it in, and I went, okay, I don't know. I love it. Love it. And because now at night, I put these solar lights on there, and they turn on slowly and turn off slowly. And they're solar, so I don't have to put batteries, I don't have to wire it or anything. Now, oh, Dan, how you watching? Yes, Dan helped me when I was here, and it was just cement floor. Oh my gosh, that was something. Sometimes I think back to the fact that it's funny because I've been here. It's a good point, Dan. Good point. I've been here at every single stage. I was so impressed by the contract manager. You'll call it different names, but the manager of the project manager. There you go, the project manager. because I said to him, listen, I'm going to be here a lot. Why don't you just tell me when there's going to be some changes? And he texted me twice a week. We're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this, we're doing this. He told me when the roof, he said, hey, if you want to see the roof go on, it's going on today. I was 100% impressed by this project manager. And there have been others that, it takes a lot to do that extra for somebody. And he went over and above, I think. Now, one of the things I want to show you here is this room is not in the actual floor plans, it's an option. Okay, so let me show you from back here. Now, if you want any other information about anything I show you or where this place is or anything like that, contact me via my Facebook page. It's at the bottom of the page. Oh, Deborah, absolutely. And listen, yeah, I'll tell you, Gabriel's saying about peace of mind with the alligators. Yeah. Actually, we did spot our first alligator out there. It was, and I asked my neighbor, well, how long was the alligator? And she goes, who cares? I'm putting up a fence. So the way this model is normally is that there is a door here, and then you go out to a 10 by 10 patio. But this was an option. And what it did is created this dining room here with the four windows, and then the lanai. Now my neighbors are out on their lanai right now, so I'll show you the lanai here. And now I did ask for it to be plugged for ceiling fans, and it came with this I forget words even though I already said the words, tiling at the bottom. So it was, that was nice. And now normally it wouldn't be screened in, but I paid the additional for the screening in, and that was $1,500. I actually think that was very fair. Now, one thing you want to remember when you order a home is that if it's on the sales price of the property, if it's on the sales price of the property, say I add $1,500 there, it had better be worth it to not do it later, because that's going to raise your cost of the home, which goes to affect your taxes. And you don't want your taxes to be increased. I certainly don't. So, but on the other hand, I also was not in the mood to go and get quotes on every different thing. So it's an interesting thing that if you add something, this is what I've heard, and I don't want to give tax advice, that if you add it later and you're homesteaded, it doesn't affect your tax rate. So it would be better for me to buy a house and add on, but anyway. So one more thing I want to point out here is when I was coming to the house, I was posting pictures every day if you were following my Facebook page. When I saw the backsplash, I paid for the backsplash to go all the way up. Now, here's the thing. that wasn't properly communicated to them. So what happened was it only went to here. So I was able to point it out early on. And normally, when you have a walkthrough a week before and sometimes a day before, there is no time to get that done. And that actually was a big job. They had to send a guy in, they had to, go through all that. But so that's one thing I want you to think about is when you buy something or pay for a extra added option, write it down in your own notes. Because I did not have notes on this. I just knew it from memory that I had paid to go to the ceiling. Because I didn't like the look of the paint behind it and yada, yada, yada. So, have it in your notes because I had to go, I had to wait a couple days to get the answer. And I did not like that, waiting. So, but hey, when they made a mistake, they corrected it, which is good. Eventually here, I'm going to get nice bar stools, but work has stopped, so I can't get them. Anyway, now why is this changing speeds? Okay, I'm at 30 frames. Good, back to 30 frames per second. All right, so now we're going to take a quick stop upstairs, and I'll show you all the decisions that I made. So many decisions. Passing, let me change this around. Okay, so a lot of options for the stairway. This could be all enclosed, but they said, just have, because the, have this, just do the bottom section. That's where you get the biggest bang for your buck. But having that open there was like $2,000. But it certainly looks better than having it enclosed, I gotta tell you. And I don't know when I'm gonna have the money to do this, because in the loft space, let me show you here. This loft space, he said it would be less expensive to do it later. So I've got a guy, but I just really don't want to do it yet. I mean, not going to do it until the money starts coming in again, till work starts again. Not that I'm hard up for anything. I'm fine. But, so, and go up the stairs. Oh, did I point out my other Kevin John art? Oh, I got to show you this. I love this. This is my Kevin John art, and I always say, it's not home unless you have a Kevin John piece. So Kevin John is an approved Disney artist. He's always at the art shows that they have each year in January, February. He was there this year, and I completely wasn't able to see him because it was kind of busy with work. But I just love this sketch. So I have about 7 different Kevin Johns. He's really terrific. You're gonna see a couple of them right now. So now, let me show you what's in here. You're gonna get jealous. Okay. There we go. So, you know what? Regular blinds are $100. For $200 more, you get this. You get something that's really virtually hands-free, and I just love that. What's the starting price for houses in this neighborhood? Okay. Right now, I'd say that the 1-stories would be about $450. Does your community have a center and everybody to use? You don't have to build your own pool? Yes, it does have a community pool. And you know what? They shut it down 3 weeks ago because of, COVID-19. I hate hearing that name all the time, but they shut it down. Are they built into the window? These, no. They're attached, and I ordered these afterwards. This house did not come with blinds. And I'll tell you, when a house comes with blinds, it's usually the basic blind. It's like a $50, $60 white blind. They're nice. They don't have cords or anything, so they're safety. But I just think blinds make the window. But let me show you this. I love these two pieces. Really do love these two pieces. This one, I was showing property at in Windermere, right up the street. We're showing property in Windermere, and I walked up the stairway and I went, "Oh my God, that is the most beautiful painting. Where did you get it?" And the lady said, "Oh, I painted that." She was selling her house. And I was like, "Oh, I would love that painting." And she goes, "Okay." And I bought it. Then I went into the family room and I saw this one. And I went, "Oh my God, that's gorgeous. That is gorgeous too." And I'm telling you, I got both of them for $250. It's insane. I would have paid $500 for that if I had seen it, but I didn't have $500. But I would have. At certain points in my life, I would have paid $500 for that. I just love it. It just reminds me of the opening of Voyage of the Little Mermaid, which is it's my favorite Hollywood Studios attraction. Absolute favorite. And I'm telling you, one day it will be gone and I'm going to miss it so much. But I've seen it. Sometimes once I went 3 times in a row. It was really low day. Hollywood Studios is my favorite. And people laugh at me when I tell them that, but I'm like, no, I just love it. I just love Hollywood Studios. I think it's terrific. Jeanette, I thought of that, and I think eventually I will take those 2 pictures and put them side by side downstairs in the dining room. I'm going to wait until my mother gets here so she can see it and tell me what she thinks. But I think that's what my original thing was, because this room here that we were just in, this will, when I get it all set up, this will be my office. So, let me show you these things. Oh my God. This desk, let me see. That desk I got. This is originally from the Animal Kingdom Lodge. Now, little secret, if you know a Disney employee, they can take one person at a time to property control, but you can also get stuff like this at Resort Liquidators. So that is they have one in like Longwood and one right in Orlando. And they take all the stuff from different resorts that's extras. And I saw this there for $45. How could you beat that? And look at this. So, this, and I wish I bought 2 of them. I wish I bought 2 of these because I absolutely love this. Look at this from Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's gorgeous and it all works. It's beautiful. Wait till you see. Now I hope you're staying with me till the end because I have a themed bedroom that I want to show you. But now I'll take you into my master suite. Ooh, you can be so excited. That's the laundry room. Oh, here's some fun stuff. Love this. This is the poster from Dick Van Dyke and Mary Poppins. This is the poster from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, the play. And this is the play. I love play posters because they're exactly the right size. This is the play poster from Victor Victoria, which the movie, I have to tell you, is the funniest movie ever made. He did not waste one frame of film in that movie. They should use it to teach future directors. It was incredible. So this is my bedroom, and it's also, I hate to say it, it's also the Mary Poppins room. So anyway, but let me show you I'll show you some of the stuff here. Right here, these two, I won't take them down, but here's two Kevin John art pieces. And that's how I met Kevin John, was he did this Dick Van Dyke piece. And I bought that, and then I think maybe 3 years later, he did Mary Poppins. So let me show you some of the stuff in this room. I just didn't want to make a Mary Poppins room at first. I thought, I mean, honestly, that's a kind of weird. But I had so much stuff from Mary Poppins, I said, well, might as well embrace it. Okay, so this I got only recently. And this is Jack from Mary Poppins Returns, the lamplighter, obviously. And, oh, nice ceiling. Okay, yes. This is a tray ceiling. Let me tell you about that. This was probably one of the best things that I bought because you can't do this later on. You can't have a tray ceiling put in later on. You really, unless you tear down the whole roof. So that is something that you really should think about because you could always change carpets. You could always change floors, but you can't change your roof because this is worked into the roof and it requires different trusses. So thank you for pointing that out. So I'm going to open this up. I'll just show you some of the stuff. Obviously, a Mary Poppins poster, Mary Poppins in Epcot, a little movie marquee. Here's the Mary Poppins Return poster. Here's the poster from Saving Mr. Banks. I'm also got, can you believe they did this? I've got the two dolls from Mary Poppins from Barbie. And I'm going to put those into little display cases. Yes, tray ceilings I think are well worth the money. Absolutely. Here's another thing that I got. This I got on Etsy. I love Etsy. And this I got on eBay. I love that. But I was over in Epcot before the closure, and they had a beautiful little plaque very similar to that. I just hope we open up real soon. I really do. Okay, so now let me show you this room. It's the bathroom, obviously. I knew there was a window here. And I was out in Cape May with my family, actually Smithfield, and New Jersey. And I saw this, and it does, I think it does fit fine. I would prefer that there wasn't the gap at the bottom and the top. And one day I'll have something made to fit. But right now, for the price point of $200, I think that was well worth it. Really was well worth it. Another thing that I think was really well worth it was when I upgraded the shower. So the stone flooring, I thought this was going to be the biggest mistake. I really thought it was going to be a mistake ordering the stone flooring after I ordered it, because I had heard people say, "Oh, you know, it feels under your feet. You won't like the feel. It'll feel like you're walking on rocks." It does not. Yes, it does feel like there's a texture to it, but I'll tell you, it doesn't feel slippery at all, which I really like. And I'll look at the floor while I'm taking a shower, and I'll look at all, I mean, like, notice a different stone each time, and I just love it. I just think it is so great. Now, when I first ordered this, the stones were all the same hue, like they were all gray and white and black. And they didn't have those anymore. They ran out of stock in them or something like that. So she called me up and said, "Oh, do you want to cancel?" And so she sent me a picture, and I said, "No, I don't want to cancel. I love that. I love it even more, and I think it goes great with the cabinets. Really does go great with the cabinets." Okay, so let me show you my closet now. This is fun. This is really fun. My closet's a hoot. Okay, now my closet came with the standard, really the standard, let me put this on here. Okay. Hey, okay, so my closet came with the standard wire shelving, and I knew I was going to change it to something, because I don't like those shelves that where you can't push things. You can't push things over. You got 1 foot, 1 foot, 1 foot. I hate that. It's crazy, and it doesn't look like you moved in. That's really what I felt. It didn't feel like you moved in. So immediately afterwards, I took all this down. I took everything that was down, and all the shelving and everything. And painters came and painted over it, because it was the color outside, which was another thing that I wasn't too crazy about. But anyway, so long story short, I got this all put up. I designed it myself. It's got shelf here and a shelf there. And this is all right here is all my Disney shirts. But look at this. I love this. I love this. Isn't this awesome? This mirror, I got at Property Control, and they charged me $15 for this. So I did design the whole thing around this, honestly. Just the whole thing was designed around this mirror. Now, I had this vision that I would be going to Disney World and, be getting dressed here for Disney World and, putting on my Bert shirt and, my hat, and just, my bow ties. And I haven't been able to do that yet. It makes me just... One day I should do a whole show on just my shirts, because I don't even know how many I have. Let me show you some stuff. I promised myself I would not go crazy this year on shirts, because I wasted a lot. Invested a great deal in my shirts. Don't want to offend shirts. Anyway, but let me show you what I got. Just for fun. Look at that. Figment. That just cracks me up. I cannot wait to make this into a shirt. Hey, from Jersey. Hello. And let me show you this. I'm going to make a shirt. Now, those of you who know and love Hollywood Studios and Toy Story Land know the fencing. It's upside down. Is it upside down? Yeah, it's upside down. The fencing. So I'm making a shirt with this at the bottom, on the sleeves, and then this is the base. Oh, my gosh, I can't. You know, it's funny, but when I go to Disney and I'm just a little dressed up, you know, I usually meet so many people and it's so much fun. I mean, people take pictures with me and, you know, I feel like, and then I'll meet people that I've met online and stuff like that. So now, the room you've been waiting for. I just love this. I love this. This is my sister's room, she calls it when she visits. But let me show you this. So we're going to go in here. We're going in. There's the bathroom, which has the cat litter boxes, so we won't go and look at that. Let me show you this, though, first, okay? This room here. Because we're not going to be seeing this room that much, so I want to end on something fun. This is, right now, it's a storage unit, but it is going to be themed in Toy Story. It's going to be blue. It's going to have the Andy's room clouds. So it's all going to be set up like that eventually. Right now, I'm not going to do it yet, but it is going to be set up like this, It's got a really nice big closet there, oversized closet, and I just love that. So, right now, it's not. So now, I'm going to, I'm going to take you into this room, and I'm sure you're going to absolutely love it. Here it is. This is my themed room. There you go. This is the Jungle Cruise room. And almost everything in here, the majority of the things in here is from Disney World, some on Property Control or Resort Liquidators. So this bed I got about 10 years ago, but this bed was from Treetop Village. Took this picture out. So a lot of these things didn't cost a lot. The bed was $25. Unreal. And this I bought online. I love this. I just love this. This is, I don't know, probably too much. Probably too much. I can't buy any more for a long time. Anyway, but I just love that because it's, you know, and they make signs that I got on Etsy. So anyway, I just love this room. Okay, hello to New Jersey. The name of the town is Winter Garden. And I gotta tell you, Winter Garden is so superior to any other community. First of all, the prices are a little lower than Windermere, and I feel it's a little less congested. I do like Windermere. That's where I do my grocery shopping a lot too. I was just there the other day going to Flipper's Pizza. So I do love it. So let me take you around the room. I'm going to take this off here. And yeah, this is my sister calls it her room. I'm like, oh, you can call it any way you want if you help me decorate it. Anyway, but everything here, you know, it was just like with with my bedroom in Mary Poppins. I realized I had so much stuff almost said junk, from Mary Poppins that and so much stuff from the Jungle Cruise. So this was a free poster that they gave out at the Jungle Cruise for the Jingle Cruise. I thought that was great. Here's another piece of Kevin John art. Because if your home doesn't have Kevin John art, it's just not home. This is another piece that I purchased. And it was not that much. It was probably like $60 for an original piece. Look at this. This is fun. If you've ever been to Treetop Village, you probably remember this from a long time ago. Like the sign over the bedpost, yes. Yeah, Kevin John is great. And here's a little close-up of the picture. I took that picture. So anyway, that I took during the Jingle Cruise. I know because I could see it's Garland Gertie on the sign there. I enjoy the Jingle Cruise. That's a lot of fun. So let me now take you outside. Now, when I originally said I was going to give people tours of my house, oh, by the way, oh, look at this. Isn't that great? I have had this thing for probably 12 years. But the problem is this is not stained glass. It's stained acrylic and it's starting to show its age. But that's okay. It's going to last a little longer. And eventually one day I'll put a big stained glass in there. But I just love how sometimes the sun will hit it right and you get... So you get the light coming through. Let me show you, I'll take you outside real quick. Thank you. I love the Jungle Cruise room too. Now, when I got this house, one of the things I want to tell you about is they don't give you a lot of color choices in paint. And white paint comes with the house. But if you want additional colors or a different color, you have to pay for it. And then they didn't have a lot of choices. They had like 5 choices. One was gray, and I ended up putting the same color in my bedroom. But when I didn't have furniture in here, this looked very, very peachy. It looked like a peach color. And if I'm totally honest, it looked pink. Once the furniture got in and the lights were turned on and everything, it was really, the color is fine. The color I really wanted, and I thought when I was looking at the swatch, so here's my advice. Okay, when you're picking out colors, once they tell you the color that they have, go to something like, in this case, it was Sherwin-Williams. So go to the manufacturer, go to their store, get a small container. It cost me $6.50, and maybe put it on a test wall and see if you like, not in the house because they'll go crazy if you paint on the wall and the house isn't ready yet. But go and put just to test it out and make sure that it is the color that you want. I'm still not crazy about the color, really not. But what I originally wanted was a very, very light taupe, like right there. And eventually, I'm going to change it up to a light, taupe color. But you know what? I think it looks great. Looks terrific. So, now I had the option of getting a 1-story home, and I'm going to be frankly honest with you. Okay. Here's the lanai It's huge. It's huge, and I can't wait till I can afford patio furniture, or I see someone selling used patio furniture. Get it used, because honestly, then it'll save me a fortune. And honestly, it doesn't have to be brand new out here. I ordered some sofas as well, and now. But I had the choice of getting a one-story house, and my frame of reference was always 2 stories. I always wanted 2 stories. That's how I lived. That's how I grew up, with 2-story house. And what was funny was the first time I ever lived in a 1-story was while I was waiting for this house to be built. And I was like, wow, you know what? I just loved it. I thought it was great. I'm going up, every time I go up and down the stairs, I go, what the heck was I thinking? But it's still, you know what? This house has better resale value than a single story. It's got more square footage, which most people base the sale price on. So in the long run, it's great, because this one's probably 1,800 square feet. So, and mine's almost, well, not twice that, but a good 40% more, 50% more. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You love the island. That's great. We like it. It's nice and bright. All right. So this is my view. This is why I bought the house. Because I used to come up here to this area and live stream fireworks. And I would be up here. It would take me. It would be a half-hour drive. I'd park the car. I'd, I'd set up my equipment. And sometimes the equipment wouldn't work. And when I got an offer on my house, I went, okay, let me go up and see if I can find anything where I can see the fireworks. So I looked at the map, because I had my eye on another house, and that house took a long time to sell, because it just, oh my God, it needed so much work. But I came here, and I said, do you have any lots that overlook the fireworks? And he said, we have one left. And I came out here, I put my money down that day, with the provision that I could back out tomorrow after I came that night to see the fireworks. And I stood right there, and I did a live stream from here, and I screamed when I saw the fireworks. So, because I bought it for, major part was my business. Major part of this is that I needed it for my business, because I want to be live streaming when the fireworks start again. I never in a million years dreamed that they would stop. 2 weeks after I lived here. In fact, I was going to have the day they stopped was going to be the first day I had a ice cream party here, because I figured I'd have ice cream parties like at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and then the fireworks would start an hour later. So it's very disappointing. It makes my eyes water sometimes just thinking about it. But you know what? One of the things is you gotta believe that your country is going to get through something. So, got to keep the faith. We're going to get through this all. And one of the side benefits of getting through it is that Disney will open up and we'll be able to see the fireworks again. But I can't tell you how... Oh, yeah, that's just a play pool. They're pointing out that it's yeah. And these neighbors put in their own pool. I didn't ask them how much it was. Same thing with them. They put in the new pool, and then I thought they'd be in there a lot more, but yeah, they they bought to look at the fireworks too. So, yeah, maybe in June it will open all back. I'm getting permission to remove this tree, crossing my fingers, but if I don't get permission, I'm just going to keep trimming it back. And that tree is never going to grow more than it is right now. If they let me remove it, the HOA lets me remove it or reposition it. I'm hoping not reposition. I don't want another tree in the backyard. Or if they let me remove it, I'm gonna have someone come and dig it out and hope it goes to a good home. But I just love this view. If you were watching earlier, these are the solar lights that I put on. I have other ones that I'm going to put up here. One's going to be on the bottom, and then one's going to be, if the tree stays, it's going to be on the tree. But there's a little ducky we just went under. We get every type of waterfowl here. We have egrets, we have cranes. Really, it's just, we get mosquitoes, which is our bird. And Disney World is right there. If you look at the map of Disney World, okay, and you see Cinderella's castle, and you go directly to the west, we're the first community that you see. You'll see a circle, and that's where my house is. Now, look at the back of the house. I always think that one day I'm going to put a balcony up there. But I have a fee very, very expensive, so I think that kills that idea. But, I'm happy with the way it is, but it would be really nice to be able to do something like that. I've got to get to know some contractors. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, thank you for telling me that. Signal is spotty in the backyard. Ooh, okay. Well, that's good to know. I'm actually going to get some. I will order the well, that's good to know. I'll order there's something, my electrician put in an Ethernet connection right there. So I can put there a extender, and that'll handle the backyard. So that's something I'm going to have to do. I'll look into it this week. So at least now I know. Bad signal back there. That's a good thing to know. Thank you so much. I'm surprised because this is my wireless access point right here. And Spectrum didn't know what that was. And I said, well, I paid $750 extra for it. That was a little bit of a ripoff. But they didn't know what it was. When I had CenturyLink come in, they knew exactly what it was. Oh, so let me show you some of the fun things in here. Let me just show you. There's another Kevin John. I have about 7. That's Bo Wrangler from Streetmosphere. I hope they're doing well now as they're waiting to get back. There's Mary Poppins, the Broadway musical. There's another Mary Poppins. I took that myself. A really good camera that was. I don't use it that much. I really should, because this picture came out beautiful. I mean, you could even see little freckles on her nose, which makes her practically perfect. And there's Miss Dorma Nesmond. I love Dorma. I have to find Dorma when the parks open up again and get her to sign that in nice silver. Anyway, oh, look at this. Look at this. I put this up today. Okay.
Please stay clear of the doors. On behalf of the cast of the Walt Disney World Resort, welcome to the Magic Kingdom. No smoking, please. Please hold on to the handrail.
Now, obviously, it can't go anywhere because they really should make a monorail that goes forward, right? When it hits an object or the end, then it comes back. You know, because so I was trying to figure out where can I put this out permanently, you know, so I can people come over and can see my monorail. And this is what I am doing. Not right now. As I keep saying, I don't have money to waste, but I'm going to put lucite up here, like a foot shelf of lucite, and like 3/4 of an inch, nice and sturdy, shelf there, and then when people come in, I climb up on the ladder, turn it on, and it circles. Wouldn't that be fun? Oh, you're more than welcome, Linda. Thank you so much. And thank you all for watching today. You know, I hoped I gave you, you know, a little bit of information about, you know, what I went through buying the home. And when you guys are ready, give me a call. By the way, this is my prized possession. About 3 years ago, when they celebrated Dick Van Dyke's birthday in Danville, Illinois, they posted a sign like this in front of it. I think it was either in front of the school or in front of his house. And I saw it and I said, I absolutely have to have this. I absolutely have to have this. And anyway, so now I do. So it's really, oh my gosh. And the artist who did it is fantastic. So anyway, thank you so much for watching today. Let me see if, no Galaxy's Edge merchandise. No, I don't need that. Dick Van Dyke wasn't in that movie. I don't want that. No. Anyway, so just kidding. So anyway, so yeah. So anyway, thanks for watching. And next week I'm gonna be live on the weekends again, but probably not doing like a whole hour and a half like I usually do, like a half hour, 2 homes, you know, some walkthroughs. I'm going to be staying until this is over, really close to my home. So I'll be in Windermere, Winter Garden. I want to go to the Winter Garden Town Center again. I absolutely love being up there. And there's a couple of communities that I want to revisit. So there's really not many in Winter Garden new communities. There is something coming up that's going to be an over 55 community. I'm really excited about this. And also when in, I'd say February, there's going to be a road from Winter Garden taking you directly into Claremont, When that opens up, it's going to change the whole area. It really will change the dynamic. So just something to think about. And because the price points there, I have a customer that bought a villa for about $240 and a single family home for about $260, if I'm remembering correctly. Those were an over 55 community. Now, just 5 miles closer, there's an over 55 community coming, but I think the houses are going to start in the low to mid 300s to start. They have not announced the price points or anything like that. So, but there's really not, from what I see, a lot of areas where they're even thinking of building new communities. So, I think builders are going to be holding off to see what happens to the economy before they start things. I don't know. So a feeling that I'm getting, because I see them really working towards trying to sell their inventory that they have. So I can go to Davenport a little, sure. I've been to Davenport a lot. I'll try. But thank you so much for watching. Elise and Neil were here and Dan was, my other customer was here. Dan helped me videotape when this was still in the infancy. So thank you all for sticking with me. I'm hoping that we have a really quick recovery from this. It has not affected the housing market too much, but people who were moving here because of particular jobs that they were getting, I'm feeling like because those jobs are tenuous now, that they are unfortunately backing out, and that may affect the inventory of existing homes. And the prices, while it may not affect the direct price, I'm seeing it affect the incentives that they give towards buying. So more closing costs. One was offering buying down the interest rate. So all those things are things that they may offer to you if you're buying new. So I like inventory homes because you can negotiate better with them than you can. With me, there was really no negotiation. The price was the price, and that was it, and you don't want it, you don't want it. So, but inventory homes, existing homes, you can really do that. Yay! I can't wait for 10-2, so we'll be neighbors. Thank you. Okay, well, have a wonderful day too. I can't read that name, but have a wonderful day. And anyway, thank you so much for watching today. It was a lot of fun.